All right, real ones, we're trying something new here. This is a new segment. We call it Tim G's NFL Hot Topics. You know what I'm saying? We know how much everybody loves the NFL. I know it's the off season technically, but the stories don't stop. You feel me? So T, what do you view as the top hot topics for right now?
Now, I want to definitely make sure I get you to bounce back in here with me
Oh, no doubt.
on this thing because the NFL is known for the 24-hour spin cycle and stuff, right? So there's always something going on. First thing I want to talk about, if it's true, if they are lowballing Lamar Jackson, if the Baltimore Ravens are lowballing Lamar Jackson, I don't think Lamar should suit up next year. He should literally just take them Riddell pads, put them over his shoulder, and walk on into the sunset.
So you think he should pull a Le'Veon Bell?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
I would think so. Because if you're telling me, and I haven't just ran out and read all kinds of stuff about this, but I've listened to some people talking about the Ravens, according to sources,
Mm-hmm.
uh gave this man like 20, 30 million less guaranteed money than Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Murray now. And I feel some type of way about Kyler Murray because I got him in a dynasty fantasy league. I want to get rid of him today. I want to offload Kyler Murray today. But to lowball a talent like Lamar Jackson, we're talking about an MVP now.
Mm-hmm.
An MVP of the NFL, and he is getting chump change compared to all these other cats that ain't even sniffed playoffs and did nothing worth nothing. And it's amazing to me that we're still here today talking about this dude and his situation. And it goes to show that Baltimore wants a certain type of quarterback, maybe a white pocket passer, maybe not an electrifying talent like a Lamar Jackson. Maybe they cannot house in the way their culture of their franchise is a guy like him. Like,
Do you think them getting rid of Roman? Did they get rid of Greg Roman?
I believe, yeah, he's gone. He's gone because they brought in Todd Munkin, who's our I think he's our old OC from down
Yes.
in Southern back in the G.
So is the writing on the wall? Cause Roman was the type of guy who can put a guy with Lamar Jackson skill set in position to utilize that. So do you think that was a indicator that they are like, okay, you don't
Maybe,
take what we offering, we
maybe
ready to
so.
move in another direction.
Maybe so. They may be even looking at it from a standpoint of, you know what? If Lamar leaves, then we've got a plan in place.
Mm.
Maybe they're okay with going with Huntley, just because Huntley's gonna do because Huntley needs the work. So like Huntley's gonna want the starting job. He's gonna want the ability to be the front man for the team. He's not gonna uh I guess you say throw the game away. He's gonna play solid. Maybe we'll get better with the run game. And all Huntley got to do is just deliver the ball. And he's gonna be much cheaper. That's the bottom line. He's gonna be a much cheaper guy at the helm than a Lamar. And maybe Baltimore just don't want to pay that kind of money. And I get it. I get it if that's y'all's um cachet, that's y'all's style of play. But Baltimore screwed up because as soon as they were able to re-sign him and give him more money, they should have did it. If that was the MVP year and that was an extension at that point, or whatever the case may be, they should have been locked him in, but they sat and waited. And it's Baltimore's fault this situation is the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. But it's a shame that they lowballing the brother. It really is.
I agree with
Uh,
that.
Second thing, I just really want to know, are the New York Jets going to put all the chips in for your guy? For your guy. Are they going to push all the chips in? Like once he comes slipping, I guess, out of the darkness, because he ain't slipping in the dark. He slipped in the darkness like war, like the old war song. Now he's slipping out of the darkness. And then are the Jets lining up to wait on him?
They should not be. You hear what you just said?
What?
We talking about a football player going away in some darkness to figure out what he want to do with his life.
Well, let me ask you a question. Now, this is an aside. I know.
Okay.
And you know, this Tim G. So, you know, I always have a different eye on things.
Okay.
Was there food in the facility where it was dark? Or did he like get food and then go lay down wherever he was going to lay down there
So you
for a
think
while?
he might be fasting and in the dark?
Yeah. Or
and on drugs.
Well, I wasn't gonna bring in the ayahuasca. I wasn't gonna bring that in.
Was.
I wasn't gonna bring in the shrooms. But if you're the Jets, I think Aaron knows. I'm gonna tell you something. I think this is what Aaron knows. Okay. Aaron knows that the Jets are gonna wait on him. I think that's why he went into the darkness. I think he went into the darkness and he woke up with an epiphany. He woke up with an epiphany that said, he looked in the mirror and he went, Aaron. Aaron said, what? And he said, you are great. And he said, I know. And then he said, you know what? I think they're going to wait on me. That franchise has been devoid of talent at quarterback position, and they need eye.
This is Brett Favre 2.0. Like for pride, he can't sit up there and do exactly what this motherfucker did. Now, he didn't go into the dark. He didn't do that. He probably came on back down here to Mississippi and did some hunting and maybe stole some welfare money back then. My bad. Did I say that? I ain't
he
say
should
that.
Safely go into the dark then for that.
But he ain't go. He came down here and drank whiskey and all that kind of stuff, and then went to the Jets. But this man gonna go to the Jets too. That would be if he come up out the goddamn darkness and go to the Jets. America, bucket. You gonna have an all-time rant from me. I'm telling you right now.
He going. So you might as well go ahead and get your cliff notes together.
Okay.
Go ahead and start sketching it.
He want me to go off.
I just want America to know that this has been boiling long enough. We here now.
He got to know too. I ain't been doing too much in our group text about. I ain't been that boy to win the dog. I ain't said none to these boys.
You said nothing. You said facts to the one thing I did send.
That's all. But you prompted that.
I just want you to know what the folks
but I ain't been offering nothing on this boy. I've been protecting my peace.
You have
to this food.
It's time for you to go ahead and look. Just let Aaron know you can't break my soul. All right. You won't break my soul.
Release your QB.
Release your QB. Release your mind.
Oh,
Jordan Love. It's gonna be fine. Release your QB. Release your mind.
Look at where we are. Look at where the hell we are.
Hey.
Oh my God.
That man going to New York because he knows in his mind, I'm the savior. I'm the savior. What do the Jets fans can't tell me nothing? I'm the best thing you've ever had. I'm the best you ever had. This play the Drake song.
But them boy loaded.
They loaded. But it's perfect. The Jets have to go all in.
But his crazy ass, does he want that smoke? Like I be the one always saying he had like 3 top 10 defense in his whole career. Like 3. While Tom Brady ain't never won shit without one.
Yeah.
You go to the Jets, he'll have one. He got pieces on offense. But that boy so damn crazy. I don't know if he won't fuck that up.
He might. If he does, this is the crossroads right here. If Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets, and I'm gonna give him 2 years, he may not get it right the first year. But for the next 2 years, if he don't make let's just say a conference title appearance, at least a conference title appearance, he's failed as a QB.
Okay, I'll give you the other side of that. If that motherfucker goes to the New York Jets, Joe Namath's Jets, okay,
Play me some pimping.
and wins the Super Bowl, not being a game manager, but being, he ain't got to be MVP Aaron Rodgers, but being Pro Bowl Aaron Rodgers. Okay, so he's like one of the top 6 quarterbacks in football.
Yeah.
They might call him the GOAT.
They might.
Because then New York gonna be like, oh my, New York.
Oh,
Look at Eli Manning. Eli Manning, y'all keep trying to convince me, and I rebuke it.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Y'all keep trying to tell me that Eli Manning finna be a Pro Football Hall of Famer, and I keep rebuking it.
If he ain't going in as a QB, he's going in as a contributor to the NFL. It don't matter. It don't matter how you slice. That's right. All that stuff you see him on ESPN doing, him and his brother, he gonna go in. That's how I'm gonna backdoor him in. I'm gonna backdoor him in as a contributor to the National Football League.
Shout out to Eli for what he did here in Mississippi with the Children's Hospital. I can't say his name without saying it.
Absolutely.
But no.
Yes.
No. But that's why what I'm saying. If Aaron Rodgers go up there and win a Super Bowl, they gonna slurp him.
What?
He gonna feel like he got Jenna Jameson on one testicle and what's that girl that Sarah J on the other one.
Yeah.
That's what he gonna feel like.
And he's smoking on that jet pack or that Packers pack.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna be smoking on that ayahuasca or whatever you call that stuff.
Lord have mercy.
And then my third topic. I mentioned one thing earlier, but I'm gonna switch it up. Is Russell Wilson actually the captainest motherfucker of all time? Is he cap? This stuff's starting to leak out about Russ, and I don't know. Is it just a way to tear him down? Because they telling me, okay, he wanted to. Now all of a sudden, reports are surfacing that he was wanting to run Carroll and the GM out of Seattle. These are now new reports. There's also a report. Now, I don't think this is really truly a verified thing. I think this is just some made up stuff, but it may be true. I don't know. But they were talking about how Russell was having some of his teammates in Denver look at his old highlights from his Seattle days. What? I don't know if this is true or not, but there's so much coming out now.
Why they doing this man like this?
I don't know. It could be true though. Because again, I understand why Tom Brady had coaches. You know, the doctor dude that was not really a doctor. You know what I'm saying? The dude that was helping this whole TB12.
Oh yeah.
And then all these other people that was around him in the room or whatever.
Yeah,
I could understand why he got it because he produces Super Bowls. I get it.
Okay,
but why Russell Wilson got coaches in Denver? Because that was the first thing Sean Payton went up in there and did in his house. He said, you and you with him, right? Yeah, y'all's axe has been pulled. Y'all go on up out of here. Hey, you my dude. You only talk to me. I'm only in your ear. Mm-hmm. And it's just weird because I'm like, well, Russ, you just only got one bowl. So how are you able to get all of this luxury? And maybe because you're the best quarterback that they've had in a while in Denver, but
yeah, that's it.
Are you? Because the Seattle Seahawks just ran you off, and Geno Smith rolled dice and didn't pay up and got snuffed. Geno is a Pro Bowler, and you not.
Would you give it to Russ that his head coach had no goddamn business whatsoever being an NFL head coach.
I will give him that.
Nathaniel Hackett.
But you know what, though? Russ was still bad even despite that. Russ looked really, really confused. It almost looked like the Monstars came and grabbed his talent.
Mm-hmm.
They just pulled his talent from off of him. Like you know how on Space Jam when they pulled that up off his body? Mm-hmm. That's what it looked like. Now he slowly started to get it back late in the year. But man, come on. That dude did not look right. Now they wanted to tell me there was some surgery he had to have mid-year. I think he got that through like the first few weeks of the season. He got that surgery, came back, played. There's teammates coming out defending him, saying that he's, one of the first in the room and last to leave or whatever the case may be. He's solid. Mm. Russ's Hall of Fame stature right now depends on this year.
Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what y'all are telling me that Eli Manning is staying.
Eli going in. He got 2 bowls against the GOAT.
Russell Wilson should have 2 bowls if they turn around and hand the ball to Marshawn. He threw the ball, true enough. He threw the pick. He threw the pick.
It's a lot of 5s I didn't get in horseshoes now.
Tom Coughlin would have turned around and handed that bitch to Brandon Jacobs.
Or Lamar Bradshaw. Yeah, he would have.
He would have turned around and handed it off.
He sure would have.
Know what the hell Pete was doing. We got to look. That's why I be trying to tell our young boy Dylan Smith. Shout out to Dylan Smith. He be talking about these coaches and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I be trying to tell him, guys like Pete Carroll, they get no smoke for they don't get the kind of smoke that Mike Tomlin would get for an asinine coaching move like that. Pete Carroll still get called a great coach.
Pete Carroll never got any smoke for that.
Like in the moment now, he got ripped. I do remember that.
Oh, okay, in the moment. But I mean, carrying on.
Like he's still considered a great coach, right?
Yep. I mean, they just absolved him from. They probably absolved him a little bit more from that.
That's 2
based on his work this year.
It is 2. Oh yeah. This year, you're right. You're right. Now they back to great coaching job. This might be your best coaching job. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like you should have 2 Super Bowl rings, dude. Tom Brady should have 6.
Pete was too worried about Marshawn doing that Disney World commercial, and that's just not what you need to be worried about.
And then look at Marshawn anyway.
He's still good.
Look at what didn't happen anyway. Now
he's still good.
Somehow now corporate America just want to say, hey, we need a black guy. Let's go get Marshawn fucking Lynch. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't talk to their when he was playing, but now he willing to goddamn get that check.
Get the check right. Get the money right. And that's the thing.
I digress. Russ should go in now. Not first. Maybe not even second. Okay, is he not one of the defining quarterbacks of his time? Top.
His stature right now. Sean Payton, or either it's gonna be a mixture. I think Sean's gonna change some things. Sean's gonna make some things better for Russ, but Russ has to get back to that. He's got to get back to that guy. Okay. If not, they finna take his Hall of Fame paperwork that he's got applied and typed, and they're gonna look over there at that dumpster fire, and they're gonna chunk it over in there now.
You got my wheel turning. We're gonna have to revisit this because I gotta really look at this boy. I gotta really analyze this man's career. Because he doesn't have an MVP.
Nope. Not even a vote, I don't believe.
Yeah, we talked about how nuts that is.
That's crazy.
We talked about how nuts that is, okay?
That's crazy.
But then when I said to myself, is he not one of the defining guys of his time? And then I got the naming guys: Tom Brady, of course, Aaron Rodgers.
Pat.
You throw in Pat now, of course. Drew Brees, Peyton Manning still was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peyton Manning still was there.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson come in there somewhere now because he was that black quarterback who.
See, and that's the thing. I wonder sometimes to myself.
Are we doing that because he's black?
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess what I'm getting at is, I think about the Seattle system. When he had just role guys, Doug Baldwin, Curse, guys that just gonna go do their job, get open, and Russ got it to him. It was sweet. Plus, you had Beast Mode back there, who you know how he gonna get down with that rock. Then a defense. Then when the defense waned, it's like, well, okay, Russ had to do the heavy lifting, but he really just couldn't do the heavy lifting.
Okay,
he
I'm
couldn't do
looking
the
at
heavy
this
lifting.
resume, T. That boy going, T. He stamped already, T.
He stamped already.
Already.
The boy gonna have
to.
The boy gonna have to win.
T.
He's listen. What was his record? But I don't want to cut you off. I just want to ask you, what was his record last year?
Okay,
real quick.
I can give you that.
What was his record last year?
They ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Okay, his record last year was god awful. Okay,
what was
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
Last 2 years, his QB record has been god awful.
Cool.
All right. Last year with the Seahawks, it was 6-8. Okay. This year was 4-11.
He will have to be.
But
he will
look at before that. And this is a team sport now. Okay, but just for QB record. Rookie year 11-5, second year 13-3, 12-4, 10-6, 10-5-1, 9-7, 10-6, 11-5, 12-4. Now at first you can say, okay, you got the boom there. You know what I'm talking about, Legion of Boom. But just in 2020, he was 12-4. 2019, 11-5. The Legion of Boom, wasn't nobody there with Bobby Wagner, right?
Yeah, after the last 2 or 3 years, it was just Bobby and
a 9-time Pro Bowler. He's been a second team All-Pro, got a Super Bowl, got 2 appearances, and he'll walk the Peyton Man of the Year. This man going.
He'll go in like the 5th or 6th ballot.
They might do that to him.
They might push him. They might do something. They're gonna push him. They're gonna push him out.
Oh yeah. They might.
At best.
They might. Now he's very likable now. You know, he be sitting with Goodell. I think I saw him with Goodell one time. You know, he folk like Sierra too now.
Well, I'm just saying. I get what you're saying, but is that a credit to Pete?
I do think Pete is a good coach. I have no idea why he did that idiotic move there. But I think overall he's a good coach. So I think that's a credit to him because you got to have that. As I tried to tell Chris Broussard that time when I called into the Odd Couple, but they wouldn't give me time to fucking talk. When you sit up there and talk about Brady, you can't dismiss the fact the coaching this man had, because in football, it's like the one sport out of the 3 major sports where the coach primarily dictates what the hell you do.
Yep.
Even when you're a great player, you got to listen to that coach, your OC, whoever, your DC, your defensive player, what they call, you got to run that shit. Then you use your God-given ability to go off script if need be. But in basketball, shit, a great part of the game is off script. So much so these trades can happen. Dudes could be in uniform the next night.
Yep.
In baseball, we know you get traded,
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
you just get in the batter's box.
You just get in the box. You just get in the booth. Get in the box and just go do what you got to do. Yeah.
The
You know,
manager ain't telling me no shit. Hey, who that? Dusty Baker wasn't trying to tell Barry what to do. Barry go up there, see ball, hit ball.
I mean, what you gonna tell Barry?
But in football, so yeah, man, they played a large role in it.
Yeah.
But we also had to say he had Hackett last year there.
He did.
Hackett was god awful to you.
He did. He was god awful. He was god awful from the beginning.
From the jump.
And so yeah,
trash.
I mean he was trash. So and again, how this man gets a job with the Jets is beyond me. But you know why.
Job is what?
He the OC?
Oh shit. That you know why they doing that? Is what you
that was the Aaron play. That was the Aaron play.
What they doing?
Yeah, that's the Aaron play. That's the Aaron play. They just gave Matt Nagy his old job back at the Chiefs since Bieniemy left.
Okay, since you want to do that, I just let me add this to your hot topic.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna stop fussing and cussing for these goddamn black coaches if they don't stop doing dumb shit.
Okay.
Why in the hell would Eric Bieniemy take his ass to a trash ass job, which is it's hard to even call it a horizontal move because you leaving the Super Bowl champions with the guy who many are saying, and we on here, Joe called him Jordan-esque before Chris Broussard. I said he's the best I've seen, but I want to see him go through something. You leaving that kind of guy. You take your ass over here to the Washington Commanders. You've been had to work with the defensive coordinator over there called the January 6th attacks a dust-up. You're going from a guy who's on a GOAT arc to who the fucking quarterback over here?
Well, I'm with you. And
what are you gonna prove? What are you about to prove, Eric? These folks know. These folks know. They they gonna be who they are. They don't want you because you don't have a complexion. You know that. Right. And then Ryans, DeMeco Ryans take his ass down there to Houston after what them motherfuckers that did to the last two black head coaches down there. Now I know he played for the team.
Yep.
And so he has an affinity for the city and shit.
Right.
But goddamn, he was a hot ass commodity right now. Hot, scorching hot.
He was.
You ain't just had. If somebody gonna want you, you still got, him being black. It's the curveball.
Right.
Because whoever had a vacancy should have wanted him. Based on what y'all been doing defensively. This ain't nothing new. Y'all been great defensively.
Been shipping them out and bringing a new one in.
You might have a down year or something, but it seems like since Cap,
we're straight.
Y'all been good defensively.
We keep it with us.
So, and I know he wasn't a DC back then, but I'm just saying the consistency of y'all on that side of the ball. He didn't drop the ball with y'all. He kept that rolling. Mm-hmm. So why go down there to Houston after what you just saw them do?
Just had to be. He felt like he could fix the franchise. He just poached. He's poaching us for coaches. He done took, I think 3 with him or 2 with him, I believe.
But he ain't bringing Bosa. He ain't bringing them boys with him.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We've seen Houston cheat.
But I want to see what he'll do because he's in that slot. I'm hoping Houston gonna give him time. That's all I can do. Is hope that they'll give this man time.
It's the franchise. Not only did what they did to the 2 black head coaches, giving them 1 year apiece. The quarterback that they had, who's a Pro Bowl quarterback, Deshaun Watson, for some reason didn't want to play for y'all no goddamn more. Before the shit went left, before all the shit about him wanting to get his shit tickled and stuff, after getting massages. That before it came out, he didn't want to play for y'all no more. Why? Y'all shipped out DeAndre Hopkins. Why?
They did.
Like, it's been a lot of questionable shit going on, and you just mold yourself on down there. Like, at some point, we got to stop taking these for leftovers or they little scraps off the table, and then the shit goes horribly.
Yeah.
Or we get it moving in the right direction, and then right before we get a chance to get that bitch rolling, they snatch us about the position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a thing. It's a hell of a note. I get why DeMeco struck while the iron was hot and just took the opportunity that was there because there wasn't many opportunities, you know. So I get it. I get why knowing he played for the franchise and he had that kind of rapport there. I guess he would take that. He's got some work to do in front of him, obviously, especially talking about fixing that franchise. But I get why he struck while the iron was hot. Maybe he's gonna bring something to Houston that's sustainable and they can win games because it's a division that, you put some pieces there, you can win that division. I mean, Jacksonville just ain't no world beater. They're a good team, but you get you something going over there and you could win that division because ain't nobody just clear cut in the NFC South. But the Bieniemy job, I say this. This is what I will say.
He went from OC to OCT.
He did. He did. It don't make sense. Other than he wants to prove something. I don't know. I'm just thinking about what his psyche is saying.
He want to prove that it ain't Andy. Okay.
Yeah.
But we've seen in these other situations with, like, if somebody worked under Sean McVay, they ain't got to go take an offensive coordinator job to go prove that it wasn't Sean McVay. Another team just say, "Oh, you worked under Sean McVay. Can we get some of that?" And they take you.
I agree. And I think I'll put it to you like this. Maybe because of the fact he paired himself with Ron Rivera, who is a defensive guy. And knowing that Washington has the pieces, receivers, the speed, the running game. If they believe in Sam Howell as quarterback, I doubt it, but they're saying he's the guy going into the beginning of this year. Or if they say, look, we're gonna go find our guy, we're gonna go make a pitch and go get Derek Carr, whatever the case may be. Bieniemy is saying, I'm gonna show you why I can scheme it up, draw it up, and maybe he's saying, hey, we'll be in contention or we'll be in a playoff mix this year with this talent we got on the offensive side of the ball. Because Washington wasn't bad. They fumbled the bag when they went back to Wentz.
Now, I tell you, he got to deal with the team that was just in the Super Bowl,
which he split with in the regular season. He beat Philly.
Got to deal with Dallas Cowboys.
We don't know what they'll be.
Who, based on what Ray C's leads, based on what Ray C's Leo was telling me, right there with Philly. Now, this is a diehard Cowboy fan talking, okay? But
should be.
Right there, you got the Giants, okay? Daniel Jones, can we say took a step this year? In terms of, people call him trash. People saying, got no business in the league even.
Yeah.
He wasn't that this year now.
Nah, he played well. He played very well this year.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't worth $45 million a year, but
okay, we know how that shit going in this league. Mamas raise your kids to be quarterbacks. I mean, we see how that's going. You're gonna get protected and you're gonna get the money. So, I mean, we know how that's going. It's a tough thing. You're leaving Patrick Mahomes.
I get it.
Andy Reid is not a spring chicken. At some point, he was gonna lay it down and probably hand the thing to you anyway.
I don't think he was gonna get it. As much as glowingly as they talked about him, I don't think he was gonna get that job. They just brought Matt Nagy right back in the door. They didn't get nobody. They didn't bring nobody up from the staff. They put Matt Nagy right back in the slot as an OC, and he just failed in Chicago. So I think Andy favors Matt that, hey, look, I'm gonna be gone in a year. You can come pick this up, and we'll keep your thing moving. Now I don't know what the connection is between Nagy and Reed that is different with Bieniemy and Reed, other than color, but something there. I guarantee you, Reed will be gone in 2 years. 2 years he gone, and they gonna hand that job to Nagy.
I think he would have handed it off to Bieniemy.
He ain't gonna hand it to him.
Well, not now. No, not now.
I don't think he was ever gonna give it to him.
Well, America, these are the hot topics that have been presented by my brother Tim G. Jacob. I threw in one that's been on my spirit since I saw the news as well. Okay, but chime in. Let us know what other hot topics that you have on your mind when it comes to the
Dylan.
NFL.
Ain't nobody firing Mike now.
Fire him. All he's talking about, Mike Tomlin, the worst coach of all time. I just say go ahead, get rid of him. So maybe I can get him in Green Bay. Hell, put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?